Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Here it's election day, so there's a lot of things. For me, it doesn't really matter. I've tried to feel out, but Spirit is just let me focus on my own timeline. For it is it's all about, to me, the meaning of life is about elevating spiritual consciousness to create a shift within the society and to enjoy our life. It is very essential to learn to enjoy our life through the process of service and and do not wait for political change to happen to make the change happen. We all come to realize we have already the power here and now to create any change we need and want in the name of God. And so just make the change and then be patient for it to unfold. But you have the sovereign right and authority to make any change on the planet if it's aligned with the higher will of God. Then it will happen. So just trust that, know that the physical body remains very important. We need to cleanse and purify our physical body, and understand that humanity is very fragile. Not those who have done the work, it's the inner work, but all of humanity is like little children. If the revelation comes too soon, they'll be so broken down. They won't be able to get up afterwards. So just be kind and continue to assist. The highest wisdom is the past lives, to balance out the past life, to understand that all the traumas and difficulties we're experiencing now comes from the past experiences. We all have to balance out our own energy, and the world has so much energy that's to balance out. That's why there is so much that is coming up that is so difficult. What we need to understand is integration, to be integrated within the process. Because you become an integrated part, you're no longer part of the struggling process. What we need to do is to get rid of the burdens. Anything that is a burden, here it is somebody that's carrying someone else on his shoulder and it is not making his decision. So become an authority. You are the authority. Do not let somebody decide for you, and the outcome will be the dreams, the manifestation, the experience of dream, wonderful emotions, wonderful energies. So, because we do have to move into spiritual ethics in order to have a functioning society. But divine ethics, divine will and wisdom and total respect is like putting the bar really high in relationship to where humanity is at now. So we need to go progressively. And to understand everybody's got force and weaknesses, so you do not want to exploit people's weaknesses. Well, if you're in a sports competition, you might, or if you're in a political debate, you might, but there's exceptional cases. Otherwise, just look what's positive in people and just understand. Like Plato is wonderful, one of the most important philosopher that's ever been. But yet, I think Democritus is Achilles' heel, and everybody's got an Achilles' heel. So. But I wouldn't recommend to use it as commonly to use this Achilles heel to gain power over a situation. However, there is a divine right and authority that can. But when we set all things down, have mercy and misericord. Do it with grace. Do not be severe because judgment is really what imprisons us. Because we do not have all that much wisdom to judge. We do not know all the cause and effect of all that is going on. So we have to rely on a higher self. And let me pull a few more cards. The highest wisdom is nothing is better than your home. Is like creating to feel really good in our body and in our environment, to prepare this beautiful environment. The universe is preparing us for this beautiful life and environment. Sometimes I've been informed of so many things, so I'm projecting myself, I'm feeling it out, and just exploring. And sometimes Spirit says, well, no, it's much better than that, even, so it's like, wow, thank you. What we need to understand is going in circle. Well, we're actually, we have the power to free ourselves, yet we'll go in circle until God frees us, until the liberation happens, until it is the Spirit knows we're ready for it. And it can come from anywhere in life, but for we are on different level with different aspect of. It's very uniquely made. This path of life is unique to us, and we have all the. What we need to do is to stay flexible and to not be to keep in mind to keep an eye on the ball to see where we want to go. That does not change. Yet to be able to adapt to circumstances on how to get there, to learn through the process, and the outcome is not for you. Anything that there is so many things that will be that we'll have to let go because they're not for us really. We are done with that. We have to move on to some other level. For the acceleration or the slowing down is really up to you, to us. We decide whether we slow down or we accelerate. And on the collective level, it's up to the collective higher self. So if things accelerate, it's because the collective higher self is ready for it. If it slows down, it's because your collective higher self is not quite ready for it. So we have to accept that we're part of this collective. But we cannot ascend outside of consciousness. It is not something from the outside that will come, that will change everything. For that can also happen, but because the change have already happened inside. If something comes from the outside to free you from inside, it's because you've done the work inside. But if you're not free inside, nothing outside can free you. So just continue to have trust and faith and continue to know that there is a process going on of self-liberation. Because there's some beings that evolve and those that devolve, as part of the law of evolution. When there is change in planetary structure, there is some that will actually access the higher planes, and those will not. They're not ready, but they will be given. So just focus on the storyline you wish to see. Everything else is pollution. Be connected to your higher self, the collective higher self, and the 12th dimension. There's 12 dimension of reality. There are portals opening everywhere. I was talking about the financial markets. I didn't mean to say that all financial markets is completely criminal in relationship to the law of one, the law of God, but it's only the speculative market, because the trading stocks is a way to finance corporations, and it's quite there is a lot of regulation around that, but all of the speculation and the financial derivative to that needs to be cleaned up. For there is a secret market nobody knows about. Nobody, it's only those people who are in it. I'm not revealing all that much, but it's a debt market. People can make 5 to 10% every day on their investment every day without risk, because it's a debt market, but it's very secret. Even bankers are not into it's something that I have friends that are involved. It's legal, but it will only last as long as the fiat system lasts, because it's the. But it's very interesting to watch all these scenes going on. How it things. I see in America there is more dynamism in the media. It's more rich than in Europe, yet there is like conservative, and most medias are liberal medias. But even the thing is like we had a philosopher named Voltaire in France, and he had one saying is that I may not agree with what you want to say, but I will fight to my last breath for you to have the right to say it. It's about the freedom of expression. So the media needs to be balanced. And that's why maybe I don't use Twitter, but Twitter has been becoming very popular, and Elon Musk is trying to move things over there. So, but I think he's I don't know him, but he's somebody that's moving the line, and I think he's a light worker, but he doesn't know about it. He's not enlightened. He hasn't become aware of the law of one, of God, of all that, and so. But when he does, it could be really powerful person for the enlightenment. For now, is still, I think, manipulated with the Orion beings that live on Mars and trying to. But there is great potential. I'm looking forward to see what his testimony is going to be in the Johnny Depp lawsuit right now. It's just curious. It's just Hollywood is like they're crazy to expose their whole life into the world like that. But they're the Hollywood celebrities. It's just a part of a drama that is going on, and but it's just see it as entertainment. Everything is just a show. It's just for show. What's true is your connection to your eternal self that's always be at the center of you. For Spirit told me that I will be able to see my generation, the beginning of a level 1 civilization before the end of this incarnation. So it's not yet the golden age, but it's like a world of peace and unity. So that will be the rewards of this lifetime, to see that we participated in that. For the president of France, was in his debate, he was saying that France is is a co-op. It belongs to Europe. It doesn't belong to France. We want to go back to Kondo, sovereignty. It's like, I hope people will soon realize that we don't want to become to go into this co-op where we have to ask Europe, can we change the decoration here? Can we move the chair? It's like even some beautiful co-ops in New York, for instance, but I still prefer to live in the condos. It's like you do whatever you want. Everybody does whatever they want. It's just different approach, different. And so I'm going to pull a few cards and to talk about some spiritual share spiritual thought. The highest wisdom is love. Love is a feeling. It's something we feel. So continue to feel love. Feel love for yourself. Feel love for all. There is the potential for feeling love everywhere. So it's just a matter of conditioning, letting go of all that prevents us, the fear that prevents us from being that love. For this is our true nature. What we need to understand is accomplishment. We are accomplishing just that, to settle into the nature of love. What we need to do is the request. Continue to make clear requests to the universe. Ask to be to focalize, to be free from whatever, to be happy, to be serene, to be empowered, to be within. And the outcome will be rest and relaxation. I know there is there are vacations coming. I don't know where, I don't know with who, I don't know when, but I know it's coming, so it's going to be great joy. There's one thing that spirit is I had to accept. It took me a very long time to accept that, because now it's like spirit is like I go into the kingdom of God, but spirit says it's my kingdom. I have to assume the responsibility of sovereignty within the kingdom of God. But this kingdom of God is so grandiose, it is so magnificent, it is beyond anything you can conceive, expect, the feeling sense of rediscovering. It is completely incomprehensible in its totality. What we need to comprehend is on the supreme level, what is true, beautiful, and good. The realization of the mastery of time and space, then, and we'll discover the supreme being. But the reality of the supreme, once we realize the supreme, then we will go into the exploration of transcendental reality, the ultimate, the master universe. And that's like, but the ultimate is far more than the supreme. It's completely different. And the master universe is the supreme ultimate realized, and then is the absolute is on a completely different level. But we do right now, we're just ascending through the realm and our comfort zone. But our goal, my soul has showed me that my destiny is to become a cosmic being. We're not destined to stay forever in limited forms. And so, but we're moving towards the ultimate. It's like for the supreme is always there, always the one that is guiding. Because the infinite is the supreme, ultimate, absolute, and the co-absolutes and infinity. This is how we realize. But even the realm of infinity is always there, always has been. It is the presence of the Father, the first source and center, or Allah, Adonai, Brahma. Every culture has a way to get back to the source. For it is there's only one. There's only one, and but I might open how do I say in English, consulting company, not like McKinsey or Boston Consulting, but for all the entities and companies or that wish to include a spiritual integration within their solution to their problem. So that's quite unique. There is nobody that's proposing, but there may be religious consulting companies, but I think for it would of course spirituality would be if it's in the Middle East it would be in alignment with the Islam. If it's in India it would be aligned with the Hinduist and integration of Islam as well. It's like here in Europe it would be it's an integration, but it has to be beyond religion. It's about just the common sense of living in a society where there is more grace and harmony and shared energy of balance. But all of that will come in due time. Did I pull some cards? I think I did pull some cards. So I'm going to sing a song. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. The private sessions I do are just usually they're pretty helpful to them. To those who have done it, I hope. So far, sometimes the people come back because it's just a reinforcement. We already have all that we need within ourselves. We don't need anything outside of us. But it's a program. It's to day after day we rely more on our inner senses. I'm gonna finish with this song. It's an older song. It's called "Always on My Mind." Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have. The little things I should have said and done I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I am so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, I am so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied. The little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Keep your eyes on the ball. Do not forget those you love also. For we can trust everything. When we don't think about something, we trust all those things within the capable hands of God. But then things come back, and it is how do we address it? So we all want to continue to cultivate a state of grace in relationship to all the energies that are presented to us more and more. And the card of the day is the Two of Ariel. The providence, is the unexpected. It is the ability to find the balance. You must find the balance, equilibrium. Running after many things at once. Make every work more enjoyable. So continue to enjoy your life and to continue to run, not to run after many, but not to limitate yourself in terms of what you do, and yet just keep the balance. Continue to expand. And enjoy the process, most importantly. I thank you very much. Wish you a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.